biometrics in, Donald J. Trump is the president of the United States elect. He won't be inaugurated until January, but the word has just reached the New York Hilton. Donald J. Trump, the son of a Queens millionaire, defied all conventional wisdom and all expectations. The long-term practices of the Republican Party were stood up.
What you say, what you say, what you say now?
Make America great again.
Congratulations, President Donald Trump. Congratulations,
Donald Trump.
congratulations, President Donald Trump.
Congratulations. You try to take his life. Not once, but twice. He stood on his feet, put his hands in the sky, and told American people to fight, 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 fight.
And through all his trials and tribulations, he made it back to the White House. And it's time for a celebration. Congratulations, President Donald Trump. Congratulations,
Donald Trump.
congratulations, President Donald Trump.
Congratulations.
Donald Trump.
No taxes on overtime, Social Security and tips. No more men's and women's sports. They will be exempt. The Commander-in-Chief is back. More peace around the world. Build that wall and make it tall, so we can all be secure. President Donald Trump. Congratulations,
Donald Trump.
congratulations, President Donald Trump.
Congratulations.
Donald Trump.
Secure the border. Drill, baby, drill.
More jobs, no inflation, and now we as Americans, we can live. Who's the man with the master plan to make America great again?
Donald Trump.
His name is
President Donald Trump.
Make America great again.
Donald Trump.
Make America great again.
Donald Trump.
If my sister Diamond was here tonight, America, if she was here,
Donald Trump.
Diamond and Silk will be saying something like this.
He's your president. He's the president. Trump, your president. He's your president. He's the president. Trump, your president. He's the president. He's the president. Trump, your president. He's your president.
Every life has a story, but not every voice is heard.
So stop and leave. See you soon.
Before the courtroom and the handcuffs, before the world knew her name,
See, the system was
Bevelyn
never
B.
set up
Williams
for
was
you to
just a
win.
girl learning how to stand when the world told her to sit and be silent.
Keep your mouth shut.
One day in June of 2020, she stands up in protest, and suddenly, in a burst of shouting, a door slams, and everything changes. She becomes a viral sensation.
We out here.
Her life is publicized, replayed, and debated.
Like we're violent?
Federal prosecutors say she violated the FACE Act,
Count one of the indictment charges both Miss Williams and Miss Siobhan.
a law built on one word:
The clinic blocking the entrance.
access. In court, it's not about who you are on the good days.
Their ministry is violent.
It's about who they think you are on your worst day.
That was not done.
Because when the world decides you're guilty in a 10-second clip, the only thing you have left is the full story. Pardon Me. Now streaming. Available at watchpardonme.com.
Just so you know, the storm is already over. This is the United States, not the divided states.
That's right.
And in these states, all of our lives matter.
Including yours.
We are one race, and that's the human race. And the only color President Trump sees is green. And he wants you to have some of it. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. So get over it. Stop crying like a baby and a little bitch. You mad that come off. That is him trying to tell you that from the ball. He's a baller. I shot caller. I hope he built that damn wall till he taller. Build that wall. Build it tall. Protect us all before this country's all. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Now you can go around acting like that Trump. Take a look in the mirror. You just got strong. So you tell your friends to draw a line in the sand to make the truth between you and him like you the man. So let me tell you something that you really need to know. A lot of your fans vote for Trump, so maybe you need to go. So tell the NFL they stand up and still a kneeling on the flag trying to pull us up. And they can take a knee and kneel during halftime, but don't do it on our watch time or our time. It's sad that you had to use racism to make a connect, but with our rhyme, we're just keeping you in check. Ooh, y'all. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Part 2. Now we don't care if you black, white, or pinstripe. If you are a Republican or Democrat. If you are a liberal or conservative. If you are gay or straight. If you are an American citizen. In case you don't know. In case you forgot. In case you suffering from amnesia. Guess what? Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. So take a look around you. What do you see? The same old bullshit staring back at you and me.
The Senate, the Congress, the Democrats side, some in the Republican camp, it's all the same guy.
To all the haters, the race baiters, the agitators, and the demonstrators.
Even the ones that want to leave cause they're really whack. Pack your coat, pack your hat, don't you come back.
And when the president decided to drain the swamp, to benefit people even if you're in a dump.
Lower taxes, more money, jobs from overseas, immigration enforcement, no more freebies. Believe that and don't forget it.
Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president. Trump show president. He's a baller, baby. He's your president. He's your president. And he's gonna win again. He's your president. He's your president. It's about time that you melted down snowflakes. Take a seat, listen up, zip it up with some tape. Trump show president. He's your president. He's your president.
Because Trump is the man with the master plan, and all he wants to do is make America great again. Oh, yes, you all. Trump is the president of these United States.
of America. Yes, be grateful. Be grateful that President Trump is the president, you all. Because if we had to depend on Jim Crow Joe and the whole bowl, guess what? We will be in trouble. Y'all know I'm telling it like it is. Yes, yes, yes. So thank God he's the president. You can go to TrumpShowPresident.com, TrumpShowPresident.com. Download the song, use it as a ringtone, add it to your playlist so you can get your boogie, oogie, woogie on, okay? Because Trump is your president. All right. Now, welcome. Welcome to the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show. I'm your host, Silk, and you're my co-host, my Diamond Dream Team. And as Diamond would always say, it takes a team to build a dream. So I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Be sure to like and share this broadcast, this podcast. I want you to share it everywhere and let them know that Silk is on the air. Now, listen, you are going to be talking to Dr. Ardis tonight, okay? We're going to be talking to Dr. Ardis tonight about the virus, this virus called Hanta. I call it Fanta because it rhymes with Santa. Okay, all right. And I have a question for him at the top. When he come on, I'm going to have this question because I got to know how in the entire hell does the virus know to only show up during election season? Huh? I got to know that. I got to ask him that question. So I hope he heard my question so he can have an answer for us, sister. Because I'm like, do it know how to look at a calendar and tell the dates and realize, oh my God, this is an even year, so it's time for election. And then it just shows up and all these different names and different things. Yeah, I have a serious problem with that. Okay. But we got to have a conversation about it because I got to talk about the obvious. Only election year, election season, midterm. I call it the midterm election virus. That's what this is. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about, okay? And so much more with Dr. Ardis. So if you have any questions for Dr. Ardis, be sure to post them there in the chat, okay? Post them in the chat, all right? All right, you all. Share, because sharing is caring. Oh, my goodness, I got to get this here closed. Okay, don't forget to download the Voca app. The Lindell TV app is 2 different apps, and it's absolutely free. Download these apps so you can stay connected, updated, and informed. Shout out to Lindell TV, RSBN Network, Diamond and Silk Network, all of the different networks that's carrying the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show on your platform. Also, let's see who's in the house with Silk. Okay, I just want to know what state you are watching the show from. I don't need to know your state of mind, the state of your bathroom. I just need to know what state, okay, that you're watching the show from. All right, let's see who's in the house with Silk real quick, okay? We have North Carolina is in the house. South Carolina is in the house. Alabama is in the house. Ohio is in the house. New York is in the house. Who else? New Jersey is in the house. Hey, darling. Illinois, Chicago, Illinois is in the house. Hey, Bakersfield is in the house. Texas is in the house. Yes, Sacramento is in the house. Who else is in the house with Silk? Cincinnati, Ohio is in the house. Texas is in the house. Hawaii is in the house. Hey, darling, thank you so much for being here. Yes, North Carolina in the house. Yes, Sierra Mountain Foothills, California is in the house. Texas is in the house. Wisconsin, Colorado, Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. Who else is in the house real quick? All right. Hey, baby. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you all so much. Thank you. All right. I see you, North Carolina. I see you. Yes, Maryland. I see you too, darling. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I truly do appreciate it. Like we all interested in this particular topic in this conversation because we're about to have it in a few minutes, you all. Don't forget DiamondandSilkStore.com. Get the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia. Yep. This one right here, I'm giving it to you for $10, okay? All right. Get the Diamond and Silk bobblehead memorabilia because I want you to be part of history. Y'all know everything that's coming out right now. From the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, everything that's coming out that they call Diamond and Silk a conspiracy theorist on. Do y'all realize everything Diamond and Silk told y'all way back when is now true? It's coming out that it's old. Them girls was right. Yeah. So go ahead on and be part of history. Yeah, so you can tell your children, your grandchildren. Yeah, let them know that them 2 black chicks that was down with politics. Yeah, guess what? They were right about everything. Yeah. So DiamondSilkStore.com. Yeah, go there and get it, you all. All right. Don't forget the Trump bling pins. That's buy one, get one for free. the trampoline pins, buy one, get one for free, the Diamond Silk signature pins. You'll see a button there also that says Dr. Ardis on the page. Click on that page. Be sure to get the biodefense, the foreign protein, and the EDTA. Those are my go-to, okay? Those are my go-to. Yes, 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 yes. And now we have the Hydrate Complete as well. Okay, all right, right there with Dr. Ardis. Okay, special shout out and thank you to all of my Diamond Silk Chit Chat Live monthly contributors. And if you would like to make a one-time contribution or become a monthly contributor, you could do so at supportdiamondandsilk.com. That's supportdiamondandsilk.com. If you have any comments, questions, or concern, send them to diamondandsilk@gmail.com. Okay, diamondandsilk@gmail.com. Yeah, baby, we will write about everything. Yeah, they wasn't able to pull no hoopla over on Diamond and Silk. We told y'all when it was a lie, it was a lie. We told you when they did it, why they did it. We told you. And what they did is censored us, and now they still got me censored. Still censored. Yeah, they don't, and now we're talking about the V word. I gotta say the V word on social media and say it rhymes with iris with a V in front of it. Yeah. When I talk about the V, I say, if we ain't talking about Viagra, no, we're not talking about a JJ. No, we're not talking about vitality. We're not talking about anything else but the V word that rhymes with iris. You put the V in front of it. Yeah, we got to talk like that. And the words, these words that they want to censor us, is in the dictionary. Average words. As a grown woman, they don't want you to say certain things. They don't want you to have a conversation. And then Dr. Flip Flat Fauci, he bring his little short ass out here and be talking about Black people are disproportionately affected by this. And as a Black woman, you want to forbid me from talking about the V word, right? I'm on Lindell TV, the virus. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead on, you all. My good friend, let's bring him on. Dr. Ardis is in the house with Silk. Thank you, Dr. Ardis. Oh my God, I wore the right color. Oh, that is so pretty.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dr. Ardis, for being here. Yes, Dr. Ardis, Silk has a serious problem. Okay, because you know
well,
what?
I would like to hear it.
Yeah, I want to live my life. I'm going to live my life, but I want to live my life in peace without all of this bull crap that they keep trying to encroach upon me, my family, the American people. You know, we get sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I noticed, sir, I named this show tonight, Midterm Election Virus, because it appears that every time there's an election, all of a sudden there's a virus that's coming out. So how do the virus know to come out during the election season?
Yeah, I actually heard you from the very beginning when you mentioned how do these viruses just spring up every election period or season of the year or every other year. And I agree with you. I think we should call these electoviruses, like we call AIDS the retrovirus. Let's just call them electoviruses. How about that? Because it really does seem to play a major role in an effort to control outcomes of elections, as these are introduced just prior to the primaries almost every single time. You're absolutely right. But yeah, I'm excited to talk to you about hantavirus tonight and get the entire audience of Diamond and Silk, which is incredible. Love all of you. So excited to educate you on what I've learned over the last many weeks studying the hantavirus. It'll be exciting.
It's called a hantavirus. I call it the hantavirus. So what one is it? Because it's spelled
I think you call it Fantavirus.
And Fanta, yeah, Fanta, Hanta. So it's Hanta. It's like a hunt, like the haunted house.
Right. Like haunted house. Exactly right. Trying to scare the crap out of all Americans.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'll find something else around with it then. So what is the Hanta? What is this hantavirus?
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because all of you out there, let's just get it out of the way. None of you have to be afraid at all for a damn second about the hantavirus, okay? So let it go. And I'm about to teach you why. All right, so I think this actually might have something to do with presidents, by the way, and elections. And I'm talking specifically about this virus, okay? And I'll tell you why. Okay. So the hantavirus, H-A-N-T-A virus, as you see pronounced and spelled in the media right now, is actually spelled Hantan virus, Hantan virus. And the Hantan virus is actually named after the river where the banks of this river in Korea, called the Hantan River, they believe during the Korean War, soldiers were on the banks of that river, even from America, and they got sick with a virus they named after the river. They believed they got sick from the virus on the land on the banks of the Hantan River during the Korean War. Okay, that's number one. That's where the name comes from. Well, I guess we decided it was too hard to pronounce Hantan, and it sounds too much like haunted. So that doesn't fit well with the media. So they got to shorten it, call it hantavirus. So a few things about hantaviruses. I said this, I think this has to do with presidents and their elections.
Yes.
So do you know that on this half of the entire earth, Silk, the Western hemisphere you and I live on, and the majority of people watching, that includes North America, Latin America, South America. Did you know there's only one building for over 50 years that has even been researching Hantan viruses at all for the last 50 years? No. And would you like to know where it's located?
Oh, Lord. It's not here in the USA, is it?
Oh, it is. It's in Maryland.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So in Maryland in 1943, our great United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt decided to open up a new building in Maryland. Fort Detrick, Maryland, to be specific, and the only research facility on the entire half of this planet you and I live on, called the Western Hemisphere. Only the United States Army Medical Research Institute for Infectious Diseases has been exclusively researching hantaviruses for the last 50 years. Our own military on this half of the planet is the only one doing any research with this thing. All right, so military, elections, presidents. We've already mentioned it here. All right, so we know these are tough topics probably for the people at home to swallow. But you all were told this just erupted on a ship out in the ocean. And oh my God, everybody started passing this thing. A couple things I want you to know: that the United States Army, in helping to research and develop the hantaviruses and their solutions called vaccines, by the way. And I want to say this. Do you know right now what the United States Army Military Institute of Infectious Diseases, do you know what they only do right now, by the way? There's only one thing this United States Army Military Fort Detrick building even does right now. All it does is produce vaccines for viruses for the military, our military. All right, that's all they do. The same institution that produces vaccines for all of our military also is the only organization on the entire Western Hemisphere that has studied, researched exclusively hantaviruses for the last 50 years. And now all of a sudden it's on a ship out in the middle of the ocean. No country wants to take it. So let's lay out a few things about the hantavirus. Also, I've learned that you should all know. There's 25 different Hantan viruses, supposedly, and only one can transfer supposedly between humans, from human to human.
Excuse me.
The
you said
rest.
25?
There's 25 of them. Only one of the 25 Hantan viruses can transfer from human to human, which is what you heard about this ship, right? Everybody on the ship is now susceptible to this one and only Hantan virus called the Andes virus, called the Hantan virus, that can transfer between humans. Now, I want to say something, Silk, here, because, the only other way you get the other 24 of these Hantan viruses are from drinking the urine of rats. So how many of you are drinking urine from rats? If you are not doing that, you don't have to worry about Hantan viruses. And then if you're worried about this people-to-people transmission, okay. Did you know in 1998, Silk, there's only one recorded ever case where a person supposedly got a Hantan virus from another person. One case. And it was a surgeon in Argentina who did surgery on a guy. And then the surgeon got sick a few days later, and they said he must have gotten the Hantan virus from the patient without knowing the patient had it. All right. Now, the next time you've ever heard this is 3 people on a ship were infected by the Hantan virus, spread between people. All right. So now all of you at home, and then let's take your questions here and your thoughts, because I can see your wheels turning here. Silk. 18 people were on that ship that are from America. And they just got brought here last week. 16 of them went to Nebraska. 2 of them went to like Georgia, South Carolina, or Florida. All right. Now, I want you to know something about them. When they got here, 16 of the 18 of them, 0 symptoms. They were never sick on the ship, weren't sick when they got home, and only 1 of the 18 supposedly tested positive for that haunted virus. So this is not something all of you at home should be afraid of. It's not going to spread like wildfire unless you're drinking rodent urine. That's the only way you can get it. All right, very good.
Well, if you look up there in Maryland and Baltimore, they got rats as big as cats up there. So people need to be cautious because they may be peeing in the sewer and the water and every different things. And then, I don't know. But let me ask you this: what are the symptoms? Is it just like the flu symptoms?
These are called viremia symptoms. So you get fever, cough, joint pain, sweating. These are going to be the episodes that are normal. Very normal symptoms, as if you got a mild case of a common cold virus or a flu, just so you know.
So that's just like when something is attacking your body, entering your body is reacting a certain way.
Yes, very good. Your body actually produces a fever as God designed it. The hypothalamus, the part of your brain that controls core body temperature. The moment your body recognizes there's a virus, fungus, parasite, bacteria in your body, the hypothalamus tells the body to start raising its temperature slowly, called a fever. And eventually they know the temperature the body can get to without danger to the human body will ultimately kill the bacteria, virus, fungus, or parasite. And as soon as the hypothalamus is notified by the immune system that there's no more threat, you will have a spiked fever. It will turn off. And that is the normal cycle of a fever, which is a reaction very commonly to any kind of toxin, poison, or infection. And then secondly, the number one system that removes any virus, including hantavirus, parasites, fungi, parasites, or any kind of toxin is called the lymph system. And for everybody out there, the reason why joints hurt during the flu or anytime you're sick is because your joints are a part of the lymph system. Lymph nodes, think tonsils, think your spleen. When they enlarge, so do your joints, and they hurt while your body's eliminating infections as God designed it to through your lymph system. These are all just normal symptoms of the body detoxing, the way God designed it.
Exactly. Now, when we talk about the fever, what is typically the fever that I guess it varies on different people as far as how high their fever will go?
Yeah, this is a very good point. I'm glad you brought that up. So fevers are only dangerous ever to the human body if it hits over 108 degrees. The part of the body that controls your body's temperature to not get too hot. So even if you get a fever and it goes up to 103, 104, 105, it will not get to 108, Silk, if the hypothalamus has enough magnesium in the body to keep it regulating your core body temperature to normal. If you don't have enough magnesium in your body, you will overheat and develop a heat stroke, febrile seizures, which occur when you hit 108, which is a neurological symptom of too much heat in the brain. But typically, if you have enough magnesium in your body, the fever will break. In fact, I've got 5 kids, 4 are adults right now. They've had fevers multiple times. All I did was give them magnesium the whole time. And within a few hours, their fever broke because the body can handle killing off the infection, managing the core body temperature safely.
So. I noticed that when the fever get over, let's say 100, 102, 103, the first thing they want to do is give you a drug that start with the letter T and end with L. Okay.
Yeah. So Tylenol, Motrin, ibuprofen. A fever is not a Tylenol, Advil, or Motrin or ibuprofen deficiency. That is not why you're getting hot. Your child and yourself, you are not burning up because you're low on Advil or Tylenol. No, that's not true. It's because you're low on magnesium or your body hasn't reached the point it's designed to kill the bug that's making you sick. So it might be 103 for some bacteria, 104 for some viruses, 105 for some parasites. You just have to trust the body and give the body the magnesium it needs. And we've done many, many episodes here discussing the essential needs of magnesium for the human body.
So I guess the reason to try to what they call break the fever with all of this different stuff is for what? To keep you sick? To keep your body from doing what it needs to do?
Very good. All right. So if you suppress the immune system with an anti-inflammatory called Tylenol, ibuprofen, Motrin, Advil, that turns off the immune system. So I'd like to ask you, Silk, if you suppress the fever by shutting down the immune system's inflammatory response called a fever to a virus or bacteria, if you turn that down, does the person stay sicker longer or do they get well faster?
They stay sicker longer because you have rendered their immune system mute, making them more susceptible to whatever is ailing them. You have rendered their way of fighting off whatever it is mute. You have shut it down.
Exactly right. Which is why if you put a kid, for example, or yourself on Motrin, ibuprofen, Advil to suppress your fever, you're going to stay sick. A few days later, you're still going to be sick because you keep shutting off the fever with drugs. You're going to end up at your pediatrician's office with your kid. If it's the kid, you're going to end up at your doctor's, primary care doctor's office, and they're going to write you a prescription for an antibiotic. If you would have left the fever alone, 48 hours to 72 hours, all symptoms would have been gone. But because you kept shutting off your God-given immune system with drugs, you now are going to go seek help from other humans to give you other drugs they created to try to fight the infection. And I quote, they will give you an antibiotic prescription for 7 to 14 days. Do you want to know why it's going to take that long?
Why?
Because you've been drugging and suppressing your immune system with these anti-inflammatory drugs called NSAIDs. You do not have a fever because you're deficient in drugs. The drugs shut off your immune system to stop you from being hot. Well, if you turn off your body's defenses, are you going to be able to clear the infection faster or slower? The only time ever, the only time ever that you should self-inflict to shut off your immune system, Silk, is if you're an adult and you're taking night school and you don't want to go do the homework or you don't want to go take the test and you want to get out of it. Then you should take the NSAIDs, turn off the fever, go get your antibiotics so you can be sicker longer so you can get out of all the responsibilities you don't want to do. But don't do that to your children.
This is so great. Now, a question is coming in. They want to know about how do you make the lymph system stronger, your lymphatic system? How do you make that stronger so that it can continue to drain all of the different, toxins and so forth out of your body?
Yeah, I love that. Now, as we go and start answering questions, so don't forget to ask me about the published cures for Hantavirus viruses.
Yes, I got it.
Don't forget that. Okay, now your lymph system, I just want everybody to know, there's a system in the human body that the entire medical profession ignores. In fact, they're never taught to study it. They're told it's insignificant. Don't worry about it. Don't study it. We're not going to teach you about it. Okay? So in your body, you have a heart and you have blood vessels that are all attached to that heart, either to take blood away from the heart that's been oxygenated, which are called arteries, or to return deoxygenated blood back to the heart called veins. Okay, the whole heart and the cardiovascular system is connected. So Silk, inside of your arteries and veins called the cardiovascular system, you have what's called blood. And you have pints and pints of blood. How does the blood move through the body? How does it move?
Well, something is pumping it through, isn't it? It just cycling through.
What's the pump?
Well, your heart.
Your heart is the pump. Very good, Dr. Silk. You did a great job. You won.
Thank you.
All right, so your heart sits there even while you're asleep, and it is pumping all of this blood through these miles and miles of blood vessels throughout your body all day long. Your lymph system is identical in how it is aligned and parallel to all of your blood vessels and arteries. You have blood vessels and you have lymph vessels. In fact, the lymph vessels are almost twice as long and as many as your blood vessels. But your lymph system, those vessels, by the way, that carry lymph, called the fluid in lymph vessels, actually moves through the vessels from one lymph node to the next lymph node to the next lymph node. So your tonsils, for example, are connected to a bunch of lymph nodes in your neck, shoulders, your armpit, which is where they rip out lymph nodes for breast cancer patients, right? You got lymph nodes there, you got lymph nodes in your breast, and then they all lead down to your spleen, behind your rib cage on your left side. And the spleen's the biggest lymph node of the entire system. And then it dumps all your toxins and infections. The lymph is cleared into your intestines for you to poop it out. Okay? There is no pump, everybody, for the lymph system. There is no heart to pump your lymph. So this is important. You asked, how do you keep your lymph strong? How do you support your lymph? All of your joints are tied into all lymphatic vessels. This is why your joints hurt when you get sick. This is why all your joints hurt, because they're swollen now like your lymph nodes are, as it's producing lymph and antibodies to wipe out the infection and drain it out. And as your body moves that lymph slowly out of your body to your spleen and into your colon where you poop it out, how do you increase the lymph system's ability to dump lymph? You have to move your booty. It is your duty, Silk. You have to move the body. You have to move. You have to be walking, swimming, running, rebounding on a little trampoline called a rebounder in your house. The only way you move the lymph is by moving your joints, whether it's 20 or 30 minutes of walking on a treadmill, walking around your house, walking your dog or cat. It doesn't matter. As long as you're moving, that's the only way the lymph system can move. So that's numero uno. Number two, there is a homeopathic product that supports the spleen, and it's called Scolopendrium. So you can order Scolopendrium as a homeopathic product. You can take it, and it actually increases how fast the spleen pushes out toxins from the spleen into your intestines, so you can poop out all those bad things your body didn't want anyway.
Dr. Ardis, I have to take a quick break, but I want to pick up when we come back. I want to talk about the published cures that they have for this Hanta disease or virus or whatever they want to call it when we come back, okay? So you all will be right back with more Diamond and Silk Chit Chat.
If you want to drop extra pounds, boost energy levels, and reduce swelling in your legs and feet, then this message is for you. Pure Health Research is on a mission to make America healthy again. And two of their best-selling health supplements are leading the way. First is Liver Health Formula. Over 100 million Americans have a sluggish liver that's riddled with fatty deposits. This can kill your metabolism, pile on the pounds, and make you feel tired. Liver Health Formula takes care of that. It supports thriving liver health with special nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. This is one of the easiest ways to slim down and revitalize your energy levels. Next is lymph system support. If you struggle with fluid buildup or swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, this is for you. The natural ingredients in lymph system support help gently flush away extra fluid and toxins out of your body. And right now, for a limited time, you can get 35% off Liver Health Formula and lymph system support, along with 50 plus other health supplements that Pure Health Research has to offer. So head over to purehealthresearch.com and use promo code Lindell at checkout. That's purehealthresearch.com, promo code Lindell to save 35% on your order today. It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, My Pillow mattresses and My Pillow mattress toppers, as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets, regular $69.98. Now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including Lindell TV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. show. Explore the featured page for quick access to Lindell TV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
Get your stuff and leave. This place is where all begins. When I talk to you.
I don't want to hear about no Rodney, no Rambo. I don't know what his name is.
Bevel and Beatty? Of everything. Let's do something about it. You know what? Let's do something about it. I don't like you. Keep your mouth shut.
This is all your fault.
10, 9, 8, 7.
All right, you all, that's watchpardonme.com, watchpardonme.com. Go and make it a movie night. See this amazing movie, stream it, okay? Pardon Me, the Bevelin B. Williams story. All right, let's bring Dr. Ardis back in. Now, Dr. Ardis, I know that you done went and done it because you got the cures that's done been published here for this here particular virus. Let me ask you this real quick. Is this virus, or do you know if it's man-made, engineered?
I told you where it was being researched for the last 50 years in a lab only in Fort Detrick, Maryland. Then it ended up inside of a ship. So, yeah, I would assume this is all man-made. You better believe it.
Enough said. Yes, sir. Okay, let's talk about what you done found out, Dr. Ardis. Take it away.
All right, good. All right, so in 2020 and 2022, already in this century, there's already been 2 research studies done on haunted viruses, and it has been published that this one substance is a known antidote to the haunted virus. All of them, all in labs and in mammals. All right, humans included. So there's a few you're going to recognize when I list them here, but this first one I got to get out of the way because you can look it up right now. The NIH published it, which I find miraculous because as soon as the haunted virus was named, spreading to 3 people and killing them on a ship out in the middle of the ocean, Moderna announced they were coming out with a haunted virus mRNA vaccine, and their stock went up 10%. Now, I have to tell you, the cure has been known for decades, and it's in nature. And I'm going to list out what those are, but you had your hand up. I'll answer your thing if you'd like.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, I'm just off the top of my head, is it zinc?
It is not zinc, actually, but that's a great guess. And I will tell you actually why it's not zinc in a little bit. And it actually goes into, that's exactly why I believe they had to put this in the media, is because of zinc, actually. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. All right, so I think the reason for all the scare is because they've been priming all of you to trust zinc for 6 years. Okay, this is true. I believe the COVID narrative was feeding this future Hanta virus, Ebola, and Marburg virus future pandemics that will be next. Okay, I believe they were priming you with COVID to make your outcomes worse with these hemorrhagic viruses called hantavirus, Marburg, and Ebola, and I'll explain that here in a minute. All right, so here are some very simple known antidotes to hantaviruses. Number 1, nicotine patches. Go figure. Number 2, black cumin seed oil, which is the second ingredient in my favorite biodefense product, Silk. So black cumin seed oil, I already have the research studies. They've already confirmed that prevents infections by the hantavirus. And I'll explain to you how that works. The only way this haunted virus gets inside of a cell is by targeting receptors on the outside of the cell in your body called B3 integrins. B3 integrins. All right, now B3 integrins, nicotine acts on B3 integrins, so does black cumin seed oil, so that the virus can't bind to them. That's how we know those are antidotes. But in 2020 and 2022, so make sure you have your nicotine, make sure you have your biodefense, everybody. and use your diamond code, Trump 1 code, whatever you choose to use there. Go get it. All right. But this one is not at the Dr. Ardis show.
You said nicotine patch. Can you do nicotine gum as well?
Absolutely. Yep. As long as you have nicotine, it'll work.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Good question. All right. So then next, in 2020, and then again in 2022, 2 research studies were funded and then published in part by the National Institutes of Health about the haunted virus. And they found inside of something called red marine algae that you can buy as a supplement, there is inside of it a lectin, Lectin, named Griffithsin, like the Andy Griffith show, Griffith with S-I-N on the end. Griffithsin inside of red marine algae, I quote, is a published antidote to the haunted virus infecting any cells in a lab or in a human. Okay. Then just this year, so January of this year, published by the NIH on PubMed.gov, haunted viruses are an antidote to them is guava fruit. The fruit called guava. Inside of guava is a substance called morin, M-O-R-I-N. And they published that morin found in guava fruit is a natural antidote to all haunted viruses. That's amazing. Now let's talk about B3 integrins. Okay, these receptors on the cells of any human on Earth that they say the haunted virus, Marburg, or Ebola virus are going to get inside of you. This show is going to protect millions of people around the world from the future Marburg virus that will be a pandemic, the Ebola virus that will be a declared pandemic. Hantavirus will not do it. All right. Yes, you can all celebrate. I don't know why that's doing that. But anyway, balloons, everybody. This is going to be a party. All right. Yes. B3 integrins are the only way a human gets infected by haunted viruses, Ebola, or Marburg. B3 integrins, those receptors are down-regulated, meaning you turn them off so that the hantavirus cannot even attach to make you sick. You'll just pee it out, poop it out. If you drink the rodent urine, it's just going to be pooped out right out of your body. You don't have to worry about it. All right. So B3 integrins are down-regulated by these 3 incredible nutrients. You ready?
Ready.
Inside of red wine is something called resveratrol.
Yes.
Which is published to downregulate B3 integrins to stop any of those hemorrhagic viruses from making you sick. So red wine could possibly be an antidote to all things Marburg, Ebola, and hantavirus. How about that, Silk? That's exciting. And then the next thing is also something you can drink. Did you know that green tea extract, green tea, has in it a nutrient called ECGC that I've been asked to actually speak at medical conferences about cancer? I've actually presented that ECGC out of green tea is already published to be a cure for cervical cancers around the world. But if you drink green tea during the next hantavirus pandemic, Ebola, Marburg, the cure for that stuff's in the green tea. And then the last one is curcumin. Curcumin is known to downregulate B3 integrins, which stops all these viruses that can make you bleed out to death from ever happening. So why do I believe that they are scaring all of us in the media about this hantavirus? I believe this is a primer to get you used to hearing concerns in the media about a different kind of virus that causes men and women to bleed out of their orifices, like their eyes, nose, mouth, ears, your vaginal area, or your reproductive organs. You can actually bleed out of your body with these hemorrhage, blood-thinning viruses. And I believe hantavirus will never be a pandemic ever. However, on the CDC's website, they have a classification A, B, and C of different agents they believe are biological weapons used by terrorists around the world. Category A is the only high-risk group, and Marburg and Ebola are in there. But guess where haunted viruses are? They're in C, the lowest category for risk of spreading human to human around the world ever. It's not even on their radar. They don't care. But if they can get you to be haunted about a hantavirus that they're telling you in the media causes men and women to bleed out, I believe they are normalizing the verbiage, hemorrhagic virus. Yeah. And they're doing it with the hantavirus, just like with COVID-19. 20 years before COVID-19, The bird flu, swine flu was being talked about in the media, but never went anywhere. But you were all told by CNN, Fox News, ABC, this is the next global pandemic. Never happened. And then 20 years later, you're told a bat coughed in China, and all of you put masks on. All of you stood 6 feet apart from people and signed up at Home Depot for a vaccine never proven safe or effective. The narrative worked. The agenda worked. The long game worked. And I believe none of you have ever seen, unless you're an emergency room doctor traveling around other countries, you've never seen a person bleeding out of their eyes, nose, mouth, ears from a virus. But that's exactly what the hantavirus does. It's exactly what Marburg and Ebola do. And for sure, Gavi's already announced Marburg and Ebola will be a future pandemic in the next 20 years. So be ready. Oh, this is where it correlates to zinc, Silk.
Okay.
The spike proteins of hemorrhagic viruses like Ebola, Marburg, and Hanta, they are activated to cause blood thinning that leads to death. Those proteins are activated by zinc.
Okay.
So during COVID, all of you learned that zinc prevents viruses. So you're going to be taking zinc, and the next time they say a virus in the media, you're going to think more zinc. The zinc actually activates the virus to be more deadly.
So
when they cause blood thinning.
Yeah, what they did is took and created this thing so that zinc, so that it will take and, like you said, be activated by the very thing they told you to take during the other one. They created that. It's just like making it resistance against what, like ivermectin. So they're create something where ivermectin won't cure it or help you out with it. That's so sad. That's
very evil, actually.
Truly, truly sad. It's very evil. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Well, I'm so grateful that you're here and that you got this information. I said, if somebody can tell us, I know Dr. Ardis, and don't get me wrong. I don't fear this stuff because I've really been doing a lot of different alternative herbs and different things for my body health. So I'm good, but just my audience and people asking questions and so forth. And I'm like, don't get caught up in the hype. And that's why I have you on tonight. Now, my father, I told him I was talking to you tonight. He said, make sure you tell Dr. Ardis. Now, the other night, my daddy, his throat started scratching, feeling a little scratchy, felt like he was coming down with a cold or something. Okay. All right. And he said that he had got home feeling that way. He said the first thing he reached for is the nasty stuff. It's called the biodefense. That's what he said. I reached for that nasty stuff. He said, and tell Dr. Ardis, I didn't even he didn't even put it in no water or anything. He put it straight down in his throat and let it sit there. And he took it and let it sit there. He said when he woke up the next morning, whatever that was in his throat was gone, and he's been feeling good ever since.
Tell your dad I love him, and I'm very grateful that he's learned that nature can heal, even if it doesn't taste good.
Yes, even if it doesn't. So real quick, let's talk about the biodefense, because you mentioned how that, I believe it's that the black cumin seed oil is in the biodefense. Can we talk real quick about that biodefense?
Absolutely. Okay, so one of the most common causes for illnesses ever are gram-negative, gram-positive bacteria. Then also a lot of us are exposed to funguses like mold, candida, yeast from our diet, air, you name it, pets too. And then all of us are exposed to parasites. Now, the biodefense product is an all-organic, naturally sourced combination of 8 different plant extracts in very therapeutic ranges. The very first ingredient is actually piperine, which is it comes from pepper. And this is what makes it so bitter, gross when you taste it, is that pepper extract is very intense. It's also very antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic. The second ingredient is black cumin seed oil. And black cumin seed oil, if you haven't been watching what I'm doing, I just told you it's a known antidote to the hantavirus and any B3 integrin targeting Ebola, Marburg virus, you name it. It's also very therapeutic for cholesterol, reversing heart disease, improving all aspects of inflammation causing issues in the body. Then the third ingredient is actually spearmint essential oil. And the fourth is peppermint oil. And when you combine all these together, I've never found anything clinically in practice or that I can provide as a value proposition to people around the world, a way to help you clear UTI infections, prevent bacterial infections from worsening, viral infections. Even viral infections will respond. You typically know it's a virus if you get a fever. That's typically what they'll tell you. It's most likely a virus, but it does not have to be a virus. It can be bacterial, parasitic, and fungal. If you've got any symptoms of any infection, I recommend Biodefense, these natural extracts. If you've got throat drainage, lung infections, you need to treat your ears. Your ears' lymphatic drainage is into your sinuses and then down your throat into your lungs. So if you have any reoccurring symptoms, congestion, productive cough, non-productive cough, if no mucus is coming up or you're barking, got whooping cough, it's 1 drop in each ear of Biodefense. It's orally, 1 capsule full or a dropper full in the morning or evening. And if you're as brave as Silk's dad, hi there, tough man. Even I wouldn't do that right now. I've only done that once like 8 years ago, and I was like, I will never do that again. However, if I was sick, I would absolutely recommend putting that directly in water or putting it in your mouth and letting it sit. It will literally wipe out any of those infections faster to help you improve your symptoms and get you back on your way.
Yeah. Yeah, and it will take and make your taste bug, because I had to do it one time before, and my taste bug, it took about a week for it to like get back right, but I had to do what I had to do, and guess what? I'm just fine. So listen, you can go and get these products, you all, at thedrardisshow.com, thedrardisshow.com. This is just the most amazing product, this Biodefense. Of course, the foreign protein. You have the Hydrate Complete and the EDTA. Yes. You have that as well. But go and stock up, buy him out of this Biodefense. Stock up on it and always have it in your cabinet. Okay. Notice I didn't say medicine cabinet. Okay. Have it in your alternative arsenal. All right. For backup. All right, is what you need to do. Be sure to use promo code Diamond or promo code Trump1. Dr. Ardis, I got 30 seconds. Do you have any final words for us tonight?
I do. Y'all should pay attention. This will be exciting. One day I'll come on Silk Show and do this, but I've teamed up with an NFL Hall of Famer, an NFL head coach, and a Super Bowl champion. Mike Singletary now is a brand ambassador for Nature Wins and the Dr. Ardis Show. And him and I just did a long form interview that's going to come out next week. And it's everything about why he's so excited to join with me to educate people around the world about our new Hydrate Complete product. So this is a very high-end production we did. It's going to be a whole show on why hydrate. He's going to talk about how this transformed his health, his life. And then in that episode, I share with everybody how we saved a American Airlines flight from London to DFW from having to divert to Atlanta or Charlotte for a medical emergency. Someone had a stroke on the plane that I was on, and we were able to stop and halt the stroke with our Hydrate Complete and get all the way to Dallas. And American Airlines wrote me a letter, their chief medical director, just last week to thank me for saving the day with our new Hydrate Complete. Within 5 minutes, we were able to transform this guy's life, and the entire story is going to be told in this podcast we're going to do next week, which will be exciting.
Ooh. Man, I got to see this. That's incredible because I love the Hydrate Complete. I love all of the different flavors. A lot of time I mix 2 of the flavors together with some lemon juice, make it in a nice big cup, and it's a nice refreshing drink. Okay, like the berry and the lime. Yeah, it's incredible. It is straight up delicious. So be sure y'all pick you up some of that Hydrate Complete as well. Dr. Ardis, thank you so much for being my friend, and for being here on the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat live show, and for having the knowledge, having the courage to tell the world the naked, nasty, low-down, gutter-written truth about all of it. God bless you, sir.
Silk, I love you. Audiences, we love you. Diamond, we love you. And your mom and dad, we salute you.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. All right, you all. Don't forget you all to pray every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We start what we're doing and we pray. I pray for you. You pray for me. We pray for each other. Pray for President Donald J. Trump, his family. Pray for our military. Yes, pray for Pete Hassach. Yeah, pray for him, you all. J.D. Vance. Pray for all of them, okay? All right? Pray for God to heal the land and uproot all of this evil. Okay, all right. So in the meantime and in between time, I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye.
Every life has a story, but not every voice is heard.
Get your stuff and leave. See you soon.
Before the courtroom and the handcuffs, before the world knew her name,
See, the system was
Bevelyn
never
B.
set up
Williams
for me
was
to
just a
win.
girl learning how to stand when the world told her to sit and be silent.
Keep your mouth shut.
One day in June of 2020, she stands up in protest, and suddenly, in a burst of shouting, a door slams, and everything changes. She becomes a viral sensation.
We out here.
Her life is publicized, replayed, and debated.
Like we're violent?
Federal prosecutors say she violated the FACE Act,
Count one of the indictment charges both Miss Williams and Miss Siobhan.
a law built on one word:
Private clinic blocking the entrance.
access. In court, it's not about who you are on the good days.
Their ministry is violent.
It's about who they think you are on your worst day.
That was not done.
Because when the world decides you're guilty in a 10-second clip, the only thing you have left is the full story. Pardon Me. Now streaming. Available at watchpardonme.com.
Hey y'all, it's Silk from the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live Show. Look, I want you all to watch my show right here at Lindell TV, Mondays through Fridays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Do it right here, LindellTV.com.